Hey there, friend. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We're checking in for the energies. Let's see what's going on, what guidance we can get you for today. So let's just have a look at the major energies and see what's going on. For our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we are stepping into new moon energy. We've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Wands. If you haven't already, you're welcome to jump in and get access to private readings that I have now open, which is a special opportunity for Pisces season. If you want to know more, it's inside the collective. It is the second link below where I'll give you access to get more information. So feel welcome to do that. For the private sessions one-on-one, I've only got 2 more spots left, just to let you know. So as you jump in there, if it's not available, it'll show not available. Okay. We've got the Four of Swords, the Two of Wands, the King of Swords, the Star energy, the Five of Wands, Knight of Swords with the Ace of Cups. Okay, let's just have a look what is underneath. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So it seems like something is moving a little bit slower than perhaps you would like. Maybe a part of that you've lost some interest, or you're taking that something's not interested. It just seems the energy around something is just moving a little bit slower than you'd like. What I do like here is that the Three of Cups are here. I'm not sure if you can see this. The Three of Cups are showing up here. There is a single Ace of Cup and there's an Ace of Cup coming. So I really like that. There's something coming in. Maybe you can't see it, or maybe the interpretation of the energy right now could be a little bit in question for you. But I feel right now that whatever this is, if you are the one that's holding space for this, if you're the one who is, trying to just hold ground, stay connected to it and keep moving forward, I can see that you're doing it, and you're doing it well. But there seems to be a bit of grit involved in maintaining that energy. The Four of Swords with the Two of Wands and the King of Swords, it's interesting. I feel tired. That's what I feel this is. You might be a bit tired. You may be feeling like you need a bit more rest of late, maybe because of, again, feeling a little bit in the waiting, a little bit in the energy. And maybe, you're wanting things to pick up or move in a certain direction with maybe a person or a certain situation or opportunity, but you could be feeling a little flat or a little bit down and out because you're not sure of what these plans are or what's happening or what's moving forward in a certain way. But I do feel like there's something coming together here for you, Pisces, okay? And whatever this is coming together, it will become clear quite soon with this King of Swords energy. I do feel like this will open up. I do feel like there's going to be support here if support is needed. But I just feel like there's clarity and determination that you're stepping into to really maybe either vocalize or open up to something that's going to present itself. But I feel like it's either going to be communicated in a way, again, that it's just things are just going to become clear, or you're just going to take charge in it yourself and do what you need to do. Have the right connections, have the right conversations in letting people know what it is you're seeking, what it is you want. This could be vice versa energy, but I feel this is really, really great. It could be too, if you're waiting on some confirmation of plans, someone will show up and share what they are. With the Star, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups, like I said, I do feel like something's showing up here. There is something that you've held space for, held ground for. You've been, really hoping that something can fix or work out in terms of a situation. There is still this little bit of battle with this Five of Wands energy. Usually it can be a bit of a competitive energy, or an energy of not sure exactly what stance to take. Maybe you're coming up against, just a little bit of a challenge in the way someone is perhaps engaging, or the activity, or, maybe you're getting mixed messages about something and it could just be challenging you. And a part of that, again, I feel like someone is going to speak up here, but the way someone may speak up or may communicate, or the information that comes through after something here, the word I'm hearing is a two-pronged approach. So that to me means that someone may present something around some plans. There's this confirmation or this understanding or clarity someone is getting to. This could be you going, you know what, these are the plans that I want, and this is what I want to go forward, and I'm going to articulate that. I'm going to show up with that in confidence, in my truth, and, you know, taking a certain role to kind of lead with that. And or someone else is doing that, and it gives you some hope or some open door where it feels like, okay, I can work with this, but it's still like there might be things that need to be ironed out, and a part of that could heighten something a little bit in terms of the communication. Someone may take something or not sure, like they just could be just this. I think it's going to depend on the approach. And that's why I say two-pronged approach. What one person thinks, what the other person thinks, it still can work together, but I think it's finding that way forward on how to work this out. But I am sensing here there is a new beginning around this situation, or a new desire for this situation, or the conversation that does come up, or the plans that you're trying to make and get on board where two people or the situation is coming together in a strong way. There may be just, you know, some things that need to be ironed out in what that is and what that looks like. But I feel like someone's approach may be a little bit, whoa, okay, but you get to the end result here, the result that you've been seeking, okay, or the result that you were hoping for didn't happen, and it shows up here. So it seems like someone wants to invest, or, you know, there's an opportunity to invest in this situation, to work on this situation, to grow it, but there is a little bit of pressure that is coming with it. But it seems to be quite in line with what your goals are, with what your ambitions are, or you could be, for some of you, dealing with a masculine who's either an air energy or a fire energy. But it just seems like someone right now may not be able to give all the support or be able to show up the way that they've been wanting to, because they've just had a lot of things going on. Maybe it's about assessing a situation on the right movement forward. But it just seems like someone here, you, them, has got a lot going on, and maybe that could be part of someone not being able to carry everything that they're carrying it, but it's coming with pressure, if that makes sense. And so if you've been trying to make plans with someone, or you've been trying to, you know, secure a role, or you know, you're engaging with someone new, or you're trying to, you know, smooth something out in a current connection, you may be feeling like you're not getting what you need right now, or you're feeling someone's not interested, or this situation isn't flowing or going the direction you want. But I do feel it will come around from what I'm seeing here. So I think you'll be happy with the outcome, but I think the approach, there just may be a little bit of a ironing out of how people are thinking, feeling around a situation, or the way someone is behaving towards it. Underneath, we have got the Page of Swords. We've got the Four of Wands. It's like someone's trying to look for some evidence here, or get some understanding around someone's behaviors. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. So someone could be feeling the pressure around a certain path or journey right now, and trying to gain a little bit more insight of why is there's so much pressure on trying to go a certain direction. So some of you could be married or in a partnership, or working towards a partnership to stabilize it or to smooth it out. Or again, just like, are we going this direction? These are the plans? Is this what we're doing? I feel like it's just, you're trying to gain clarity on something here, and trying to understand more on perhaps actions. Maybe you're wondering if someone is mature enough. There could be a child involved as well, that is, you know, that there's a bit of pressure around right now, trying to bring that together as well. So there feels like someone's just got a lot on their plate that they're trying to handle, and maybe something is being interpreted, well, someone's not showing up enough, or someone's not giving me, you know, some insight of what's going on, and you may be feeling a little bit left behind, or left in the lurch, or feel like something's just not going the way that you were expecting. But again, I do feel it is. But let's have a look in terms of the outcome. We've got the Hermit energy. I feel that's you right now, perhaps, Pisces. This is a really potent time, just to let you know as well, to get into manifestation mode with this new moon in Pisces energy. We've got the Hermit, we've got the King of Cups, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. I like. What else have we got here? See, things are moving forward. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Devil energy. Oh, got a lot more there, but we'll take it. We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I do feel for someone here, you or the person that you're dealing with, someone could be a little bit on the quieter side, really trying to look at the situation. You know, there was some message that it gave me. Okay, that's right. There was a message that came through with this Three of Wands and the Devil energy that someone may be future pacing. You know, there's one thing I think, manifesting and having a vision of your life and what it is that you desire, and having an expectation, not sharing those expectations, and again, expecting it all to happen a certain way. And it's a little bit of a controlling energy, not realizing that you want someone to show up a certain way. You expect, you know, maybe it's a workplace, maybe it's a boss, maybe it's the way someone, you know, goes through the employment process, maybe it's a partner, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's someone in the home space. It just seems like someone is pushing or pressuring the next move or the next stage of this situation. And I don't know if it's being done out loud or, you know, just the way someone is thinking. But again, what I'm seeing here is there's something pretty solid on the horizon here, and an opportunity that's showing up. So there is some blessing and some emotional connection that is showing up here, or something that you're going to be really happy about, that you feel like, okay, this start is happening. So again, I don't know what's going on internally for someone, or the pressures that are around a situation right now, but it just seems like there's a little bit of expectation of how things should move forward. And that's maybe where, if that hasn't been expressed, someone could be coming through logically, and someone else is coming through more from an emotional front. And it's, you know, that can be two very different things, right? When someone's thinking, well, you might be feeling that, but that doesn't make sense because you didn't tell me what's going on, or you didn't tell me what you think, or you didn't tell me how you feel, or you told me you were feeling this, so I thought this meant that because I was listening to how you feel. I just feel like there's a little bit of confusion or wires crossed, or like I said, what someone wants in one space and what someone wants in another space could be the same things, but the approach to it may be different. And where I say there's a two-pronged approach, which is coming up again, it's like I'm seeing two people just may do things differently, and it still can be right. But if, again, there's expectation here and it hasn't been spoken about, or your future pacing of how something should look like in the future, but you guys haven't spoken about it, or you may not be on the same page, that could be causing a little bit of energy that is, you know, just putting maybe a little bit of pressure at some point. But what I do see here is there is a lot of care. There is a lot of love with this King of Cups. You know, that is Piscean energy, you know, water energy, I should say. And I feel like, you know, someone could be taking time out to really reflect on how they feel about you. Okay. But I do feel like you're recognized and seen as someone who's stable, someone who's got, you know, their life together. Maybe, you know, you're a parent, because the Queen of Pentacles can be quite that, nurturing parental energy. But it just seems like there is someone here or a partnership here that is very loyal, very connected, very heart driven, and very stable. And I feel like this is being really reflected in this connection. But for some reason, there's been a little bit of just interpretation of something that may not be the case, but obviously you're feeling it around something, or someone's feeling something here. And I just feel like there's a little bit of I don't want to say a mix up, but it just feels like how it's coming across. But what I do sense here is that maybe too, there is a fair bit of adventure with an opportunity or a connection, or you're wanting more spark or more fun or more play. Or it could be that someone is a little bit inconsistent, or you're looking at, well, this is a problem. I don't know if someone's looking at the positives or negatives of a situation, but what I do sense here is that whatever discussions are had, whatever actions are taken, eventually the conversation's going to happen. There is going to be a conversation. I feel like the news that you're waiting on is good news that's coming through. I do feel like you're receiving something here, and I do find it interesting because we've got a Page of Cups and the Hierophant. Page is something a little not full bucket like a King of Cups, or even like a Knight of Cups. So this could be in relation to a child. I did mention about a child as well. If there has been any difficulties or conflict or challenges with a child for some of you, obviously not everything's going to resonate for all of you, but I do feel like you're going to, there's a different approach around this connection or around this energy where, there may be things that are further deepening around this. I feel this is a nice energy, whatever this is, in terms of, if it is a child that you're dealing with right now. I feel like there's just they may be seeking a little bit more depth or a little bit more guidance right now from you. So just be mindful of that. But I do feel like things will warm up or open up around that if that is of concern around a child. If this is around a partner, I think for some reason, someone may be held back a little emotionally, but they do seek commitment and they do deeply care. They may just show things in different ways. I think everyone has their different love languages, but there's no doubt here that there's care, there's love. It just seems like this energy is a little bit more playful, okay? So if you are waiting for an offer or an opportunity or something to move forward in deeper commitment, I do feel that you will get that. But it's not going to be all in, all game straight away. There's still an evolution of this connection or this opportunity that's presenting itself. As I said, I do feel there is an offer and I do feel there is a commitment here. If some of you are moving to the next stage or some of you are trying to work out some relationship dynamic, but it does seem quite promising here. For some of you, you could be mentoring someone as well who's a bit younger. This could also be in the workspace, maybe too with this new place for some of you that you're stepping into, maybe a new role or a new place that you're living or a new type of work that you're doing. You may find too that all of a sudden things just get super busy and you've got all these things going on to manage right now. I feel Spirit's kind of asking you, keep remembering to have fun and play in that equation as well. That's going to be important to you. Not to take things too seriously with these changes. Keep the adventurous part of you alive because that's going to be incredibly important. But for some of you, you may be going into a bit more of a mentoring role, someone where you're guiding people who are coming through, maybe newer, not as established or as experienced in what you're doing. But what I like about this energy that's around you with this, it's quite a nurturing, caring energy. So it feels like it's coming more from a place of like service versus a place of like guns blazing. We've got to do all this in the workplace if this is work related. But it just seems like there's some hearts right now that need a little bit extra nurturing. And I feel like even if that's what you may need right now yourself, Pisces, I feel like you're potentially giving this to someone else, helping them, guiding them, supporting them, and that in turn nurtures you. So yeah, just be mindful of that. There feels like there's quite a few different stories going on for some of you. Like I said, a bit of confusion on how people are feeling. Again, this could be expectation, but I feel like you guys figure it out. It ends up becoming more open and more nurturing, and it brings like this little blessing to do something more with it. But I think initially there was a little bit of, I don't want to say confusion, but a little bit of mismatch on what someone was experiencing and going through and what maybe you thought, or vice versa. So just be mindful of that. But yeah, I feel like this will be figured out before you know it. So if that's part of your manifestation, to have some relationship resolved or figured out in a direction, gain clarity on it, or maybe a new job that you're waiting on, I feel like these things will all kind of come and funnel through before you know it. So I'm going to leave it there. Happy birthday, dear Pisces friends. And if you haven't already and you feel connected to this, please like and subscribe to the channel. It does support the Pisces clan. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. Speak soon. Bye.